Among one of the things that Mother Nature threw at us in 2024 was actually corn aphids. That's not a pest, at least here in southern Indiana, that we're typically worried about. Matter of fact, I can't really remember a year where we've had actual damage from them, but this year we did. I'm actually in a corn plot here in Posey County, Indiana. This was a May 21st planted plot, and that's typically where I saw a lot of the damage was anything in the back half of May, probably more towards that last 2 weeks of May, maybe the first week of June is where we saw most of the damage occur. Didn't happen everywhere, but where it did happen, it had a pretty significant impact on yield. So thought I'd share some of what I'm seeing here so that in case you're out harvesting a field and maybe the field's not doing as well as you had anticipated or thought it should compared to some others, this could be one of those invisible reasons why, in case you didn't actually know that corn aphids were out there. So let's take a look at what we're seeing here. So here's an example of some of the type of damage that you might see with the aphid damage this year. You can see here's 3 plants in a row that the ear formation basically stopped around pollination when those aphids were colonizing the tassel and gumming up or waxing up that tassel so that they could not shed pollen correctly. And this is the result that you see. You know, they can be right next to a normal ear here, of course, a couple of them there. So a lot of times they're in kind of groupings, but I can show you here. Here's the remnants of those aphids. You can see pretty clearly here, but in many cases, a lot of that stuff's been washed off with some of the rains. But in many cases, you can still see the carcasses that are there. So unfortunately, you know, in this field, in this section of the field, we probably lost anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 plants per acre. So it's going to take a pretty hard yield hit for this. So lesson learned this year, we didn't have a ton of experience with aphids, and I think we learned a lot. We'll be more aggressive in the future in applying some insecticides, primarily, especially if we see it around that pollination or right before pollination and we see aphid infestation. So some things that we learned this year. Hopefully you guys don't see much of this, but if you do, that's kind of what it looks like. And hopefully you guys have a safe rest of your harvest, and we'll talk to you soon.